So the main role of consumer PR is to make sure that the right people know that a programme's on. So that's about taking the constituent parts of the programme, it might be some of the contributors or the talent who are in it, and making sure that they do press which people read and that encourages them to watch the programme. We work closely with the scheduling team. I do at Channel 4 and I did at the BBC as well. And normally what we're balancing is that in the press team we're thinking sometimes about the reputational value of the programme, whereas the schedulers are thinking much more straightforwardly about ratings. And actually at a public service broadcast you need the balance of the two. So we might give our opinion about where we think something could be positioned, or if we've got loads of things set up for it and it moves in the schedule, then we're not very happy, so we ask them to leave it there.
The ultimate goal when scheduling is the audience. It all comes back down to the audience of what they want to watch and what's going to bring them in. You know, it's not all about ratings, especially when you're at the BBC. It's not all about ratings, but it makes a huge difference. It kind of has to come back to the audience still, whether it's about ratings or not. If the audience don't want to watch it, then it seems pointless doing it, really. So your ultimate goal is for people to watch it and enjoy it and come back and watch it more. The process of scheduling starts really before commissioning, because we plan ahead kind of 2 years at a time on average, so that we can see. We would plot in the programmes that we know are returning, the long-running Emmerdale, Coronation Street This Morning, those kinds of programmes we plot in, and then come back and work out which programmes we're missing, basically. And so then we'll speak to the commissioners, take a kind of shopping list to the commissioners, and the programmes get made, and then it kind of works from there. So then we'll choose a time slot based on the type of programme, what the available audience are, what other programmes are on other channels as well as our own channel, what programmes will be before and after it. At ITV, well, on Channel 4 commercial channels, there's a commercial impact as well of what's going to sell more advertising space.
We spend a lot of time trying to encourage the cast of programmes, particularly dramas, but also comedy, contributors from Factual, to promote their programmes. It can be quite difficult because we're not paying them. It's not like marketing. It's all about influence, but usually it's as important to them that their programme is successful as it is to us. I think the role of press and publicity will change quite a lot in the coming years, and I think it's changed in the time that I've been doing it. When I began as a journalist, and when I moved into publicity, it was quite a straightforward transactional journalist, PR, product or company, and all of the different disciplines like online, marketing, creative were all quite clearly differentiated. What we're seeing now, which I think is really, really exciting, is that all of those boundaries are coming down and there's a blurring between all of them. So we might create a piece of content for the internet to promote a programme in the same way that a producer or a commissioner might produce something to be broadcast on air. So I think it's really exciting, and I think the challenge for publicity people is to be multifunctional and to realise that actually good publicity is about having a great idea and then executing it. And it doesn't really matter if you're executing it as an ad person or a marketeer or an online or a multi-platform or a publicity person. People commonly think, or producers can sometimes think, that if their programme's really successful, it's just down to them, and if their programme's a disaster, it's because it didn't have enough publicity. So we have to deal with that challenge. But I would say what good publicity can bring to a programme is it can amplify it, and it can make people aware of it, and it can excite them to come and sample it.